So we're counting down to what I guess now could be at least the second most consequential debate in modern presidential history, after the first one this cycle resulted in President Biden just dropping out of the race. The late entry from Kamala Harris setting up the shortest general election campaign in years. Just one of the ways this race is unlike any other that we've seen. So we bring in a presidential historian, Lindsay Chervinsky, who joins us on that. Lindsay, by the way, is the author of a brand new book. Congratulations. There it is. It's called Making the Presidency, John Adams and the Presidents That Forged the Republic. So congrats on the book. It's interesting because I feel like we could start there, to be honest, to talk about this year's debate this year's race in a few ways. You compare Adams, I guess, to Kamala Harris, but I'd like to do the transfer of power. I think peaceful transfer of power, for better or worse, is still a big story after what happened in 2020, and it was then, too. It wasn't taken for granted because it had never happened before. So here's the quote from your book. Thomas Jefferson defeated, the second quote is this is it. Thomas Jefferson defeated Adams after just a single term. The election of 1800 marks the first time national government power was transferred from one party of men to another under our Constitution. So give us the context of why a peaceful transfer of power from one leader to another was such a big deal then. We know why it is now.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's really exciting to be able to share this with you. It's really essential to our republic because a democracy or a republic is characterized by casting votes, making a decision about who is going to win at the ballot box, and then having that peaceful transition. And if it is not peaceful, if it is violent, then it is something else. Then it is a dictatorship. It is a military coup. It is something other than a democracy. And so it is really the cornerstone, but very little of it was actually written down. And the Constitution is so incredibly short and doesn't often say a lot of details about these things. And so John Adams' presidency was so essential because he was involved in the first two transitions and had to kind of craft what that looked like from scratch. Essentials.
Essentials are good words. Why, when anyone starts a sentence with "other than January 6th," that's why I cut them off right away when interviewing someone like that, because of this and how it's a big deal. You're right. It's foundational to our country. Now, this year's race, let's talk about this. It's a sprint. We have the dates. Put up the timeline of dates of this year's race. It said in the beginning, unlike any other, shortest in history, from the debate on the left side of the screen that we're waiting for to Election Day. What about this? What would you compare this year to? I mean, is it true we haven't really seen something 100% comparable?
Well, actually, I think John Adams' election in 1796 is a perfect comparison because, because Washington actually announced that he was not going to run again on September 16th. In 1796. And then the states really got to decide when their elections were going to be held. And some started casting their votes as early as the beginning of October. And so they had just a couple of weeks to campaign, to figure out who the various candidates were going to be, and then to try and get the citizens that were able to vote to start doing so in October all the way up through early December. And that sense of the shock of someone stepping down, Washington was expected to run again. He certainly could have won a third term, I think is not all that dissimilar to Biden deciding very quickly that he was going to step down and the shock of having a new candidate.
That is interesting. So, yeah, maybe we haven't seen it exactly before. I was thinking of comparing it to something in Europe where they have the snap elections, like this is a snap election, but we've done something like this way, way back. What about the debate? Because this is different. Trump's got a different opponent, which you don't often see. He'd been prepared for Biden. He debated Biden once. Now he's got to get it ready for Harris. This is kind of a unique circumstance as well that we're going to see next Tuesday night.
It really is, I think, an incredibly important moment in this election. And we have seen that Trump often presents himself quite differently depending on who he is competing against. So he seems to adopt certain tactics when he's speaking to women versus men. He changes his demeanor. He changes the words that he uses. And so that will, I think, be a significant factor in this particular debate, as well as the fact that, at least in the last couple of weeks, he has been focused on still trying to kind of pull Biden into this campaign. And that is not what is going to be on the stage. So it's going to be a really interesting moment.
Yep, not running against Biden anymore. All right, Lindsay, great stuff. Good luck with the book. I hope it's a huge bestseller for you. Thanks for coming on. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.